Was Pete Hegseth drunk when he shared this CNN interview praising a pastor who, one, doesn't think women should be able to vote, and two, wants to ban gay sex? He approved of this and he shared the interview. I had that for you coming up. I also have Senator Michael Lee, who shared an AI video of Big Balls. I cannot believe these are things we say now. Big Balls getting an award from Donald Trump. And, well, let's just watch that right now. Here is this video from Senator Mike Lee from Utah. If you're in Utah, let me know how you feel about this. Okay, that is a terrible video, first off. Now, if you don't know, the reason why they're posting that is because Big Balls was beaten to a pulp in DuPont Circle here in in D.C. I forgot where I was. In D.C. And this is a video that his friend took. And I got to say, I mean, I do think he got his ass whooped. I do think I got his ass whooped. Now, I also think his friend was like, hey, this is going to be great on social media. Take your shirt off. It looks like they spread around this blood to make it look even worse. And because, like, where is this blood coming from? Why is his shirt off? It looks like he's wet here. Anyways, regardless, I do think he got his ass whooped, but I do think that they decided to make something of it, and they staged a lot of this in order to make it look worse than it was. But because of that, he's become a martyr on the right even more than he already was. And because of this, which is just, again, very convenient, that now Donald Trump wants to hold a press conference on Monday about safety in D.C. when Big Balls, an Elon Musk acolyte, gets beat up at 3 a.m. and there's no video of it? I feel like you can't walk outside without being on video at least 70 different places, and there's no video of this attack. It's all very suspect. And Fox News, I'm not going to play this for you, but Fox News is also really trying to turn him into a martyr too. So we're going to follow this. And of course, as I said, on Monday, there's a press conference, and we will bring that to you when it happens. Now, Pete Hegseth, as I said at the top, posted this, all of Christ for all of life, the defense secretary. And this is a 6-minute interview, but here are the important bits from this pastor who is, well, you'll see.
Are welcome to his church, but he's also not shying away from his past controversial statements on race.
Do you still believe what you said back in the 90s, that there's a mutual affection between master and slave?
Yes, it depends on which master and which slave you're talking about. Slavery was...
Wait, I'm sorry. I did not know that he also supports slavery. What? The defense secretary shared this?
Overseen and conducted by fallen human beings, and there were horrendous abuses, and there were also people who owned slaves who were decent human beings and didn't mistreat them. I think that system of chattel slavery was an unbiblical system, and I'm grateful it's gone.
What he also wants gone? Same-sex marriage, because he thinks homosexuality is a crime.
In the late 70s and early 80s, sodomy was a felony in all 50 states. That America of that day was not a totalitarian hellhole.
So you would like America to go back to that?
Yep.
Wilson maintains his ultimate goal is to bring about the second coming of Christ through his work, and rejects critics' claims he's trying to make the dystopian world of The Handmaid's Tale a reality.
I'm not a white nationalist. I'm not a fascist. I'm not a racist. I'm not a misogynist.
How far off do you see a Christian nation, like a full-on Christian theocracy?
250 years.
250 years.
Yeah, honestly, that's yes.
What you see. But you do think it will happen?
Yes, I do. We're not going to usher in anything ourselves. We're really genuinely pioneers.
In that same interview, he also said, women are the kind of people that people come out of. The video also features a female congregation member saying that she submits to her husband and a pastor from the movement calling to repeal the 19th Amendment, which gave the women the right to vote. And of course, Pete Hegseth shared all of this. And when asked for comment, the chief communications officer, or the spokesperson for the Pentagon, Sean Parnell, simply said that Hegseth is a proud member of the church associated with CREC and very much appreciates many of Mr. Wilson's writings and teachings. So how does that make you feel that the defense secretary is lifting up someone who believes that gay sex should be illegal, gay marriage should be illegal, that women should submit to their husband, and that they shouldn't be able to vote, and that slaves weren't that bad? Insane. Insane. And because there's so much stuff going on, we actually, well, I guess we can focus on this, but much of the corporate media either chooses not to or doesn't have the capability. So I'm grateful that we have a place here where we can talk about the things that go under the radar. And I think this is really Pete Hegseth telling us what he wants America to look like. And if you don't agree with that, then what I would suggest for you right now do is hit like and subscribe on this video, because we have to build up a movement of resistance around this old ass ancient way of thinking that honestly just needs to go the way of the dinosaur, extinct. I personally believe it's good that CNN has exposed this guy. There are some people online who are upset that he's getting platformed. No. We have to have all the bad stuff out there, because we have to be the voice of resistance, and we also have to show that there is a solution to what they're saying, and that it's actually not popular. And the only way you can truly get rid of the darkness is shine a light on it. And so I'm happy that CNN actually had this guy on. Now, the same person who is saying that it's very Russian, isn't it? It's very Russian, because if you don't know, in Russia, they have outlawed being gay, and there is a lot of similarities between what that man wants for America, what Pete Hegseth supports, and what Russia has implemented. And that's why it's very alarming to me that Russia is going to be in America, not Russia, Putin's going to be in America. He's going to be in Alaska meeting with Donald Trump, I believe on August 15th, where he's likely going to try to hand parts of Ukraine to Putin. And here is just a bit of John Bolton saying why this is so bad. And keep in mind, no other Western nation has had Putin on their soil since the war started. And that's by design.
I mean, you were in the room in 2018 in Helsinki when this happened. What do you make of the fact that Putin has now been invited to Alaska?
Well, it's very gracious of Putin to come to former Russian America for this summit. This is not quite as bad as Trump inviting the Taliban to Camp David to talk about the peace negotiations in Afghanistan, but it certainly reminds one of that. The only better place for Putin than Alaska would be if the summit were being held in Moscow. So the initial setup, I think, is a great victory for Putin. He's a rogue leader of a pariah state, and he's going to be welcomed into the United States. Second, I have a feeling this is sliding very quickly in Russia's direction.
Of course it is, because when we've talked about on this channel, clearly Putin has something on Trump. I believe that. I mean, we have investigations from our own government that say as much, and so it's despicable what this administration is doing in foreign relations and also domestically with the stuff Pete Hegseth shared, and we got to just shine a light on it. And so you are the flashlight. When you hit like, when you subscribe, you are the light shining on the darkness and exposing it. So thank you for doing that. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.